annexing Gaza. And why? Because that is the only way that Israel is going to be able to protect itself down the road from the extremists that are in that strip of land that want to bring Israel down. You know, Israel is the culture. Israel is the place that has democracy as an actual government and elections and all the rest of it, guys, where you have freedom of speech and differences of opinion. So it's the only friggin' country in that region that does that. Like, what is wrong with people that they can't see what's blatantly, plainly in front of their eyes, guys, in front of their friggin' faces? It blows my mind time and time again. You look at Iran. Do you have elections in Iran? Do you have democracy in Iran? You look at Syria. You look at Jordan. You look at like any of the freaking countries around Israel. You tell me which one of these countries have a free, open democracy, where women have rights and where children are protected, you know, and where other religious minorities are protected and all the rest. Tell me one. Name one to me that fights for the minorities in these other countries. You won't be able to name one. If you get right into the country and the way they operate and so on, there's not one that does that. But oh yeah, ignore all that. Demonize Israel. Israel's the monster. Israel's trying to destroy Gaza. Israel's trying to kill all these fake people that aren't even an actual nationality or ethnic group or whatever sort of thing, you know? Just tunnel vision, just obsessively focused on that one thing and not being able to see, not willing to be able to see the greater picture. It's not Israel against Gaza, it's Israel against the whole Muslim world. It's still the modern day David and Goliath story there, guys. Okay? It really is. It really is. And you refuse to see it. Israel is still doing today what it had to do thousands of years ago. It's fighting enemies, left, right, and center, 3, 4, 10 times the size of them in the immediate war, the immediate vicinity, the physical war, and then all the friggin' ideologies around the rest of the world that seek to tear them down as well, that work against them. You know, it's mind-blowing how all this is playing out. And personally, I think it's demonic. I'm not one to get on with that kind of stuff too much because, like, I don't want to get into like fanatical religious ideas and all the rest of it. But there is a type of demonic spirit in all this that just doesn't seem right, doesn't feel right, sort of thing. That you can be this obsessed over these people and what they're doing just to try to preserve themselves and push these agendas along with these extremist groups. Like, you're supporting the terrorists, you're supporting the regimes that don't support democracy. You know, that don't support women's freedoms, women's rights and all the rest of it, women's dignity and all the rest of it. You're supporting all of that over Israel, the country that does do all that sort of stuff. Where's the logic in that, guys? Where's the logic in it? You have no logic. It's brainwashing. Pure and simple. It's pure, unadulterated, evil brainwashing. And I don't know what we have to do to knock you out of that way of thinking and get you to start thinking more rationally and more balanced perspective and to see these nations and these regimes for what they actually are. My understanding is that there's a massive genocide, if you want to use that term, happening in Nigeria right now against the Christians in Nigeria. I've seen a number of videos about this online now recently. More and more people are trying to bring it to light, sort of thing, you know? What was it, Syria? I think it was Syria. There was an earthquake recently, and I think it's okay. Forgive me now if I get the country wrong, that particular detail. And the Muslim extremist group that runs Syria, they treat women so damn bad in that country. Could be another country I'm thinking about now, guys. I'll admit that. I might have that little fact. Wherever there was an earthquake recently in one of these countries. I think it's the Taliban that rule this, more as governor rule this country, and women are treated so bad in this country, guys, by this regime that when they need medical aid, they can't get their medical aid. Okay, women in this country are raped constantly, and I don't know if I even say the words, but I might have blocked that out now because you're not supposed to say that word. And this is what kills me about YouTube too. YouTube are so fixated on certain words and certain phrases and all the rest of it, and yet they have no frigging problems with censoring people that are trying to speak up for Israel and try to speak up for freedom and democracy. I've seen it time and time again where they silence people and take out comments and all the rest of it sort of thing. If there's a certain word used or a certain phrase or a certain thing presented, and you know you're saying the truth, and you know you're expressing yourself well, but you say the one wrong word or just be a little bit too aggressive, they just delete your material sort of thing, you know. So it's like you can't say that word on YouTube. Now I don't know how to block that out now, but that's what's happening there, guys. That's what's happening there, that's what's happening there. And this is what the world supports, these regimes. And how can you not get upset about it, guys? When I got to listen to these pro-P nut bars constantly talking about the genocide in Gaza that's not happening, the famine in Gaza that's not happening, endlessly, non-stop. And turning Israeli people and Jewish people into absolute friggin' monsters to the point that they feel okay beating up on them anywhere in the rest of the world. So I think just because they happen to be Jewish, how can I be okay with that? How can I be solid about that? How can I let you people off the hook to keep doing that and to keep just going further and further into this brainwashing, guys? That's just getting worse and worse all the time. There's got to be a pushback soon for all of us. There's got to be, okay? Because this is absolute, total, complete madness now. It's got to stop. It's definitely got to stop. But like I said, anybody that supports me what I'm trying to do here, guys, and supports my way of expressing the stuff and so on, that hopefully that freaking the video won't get problems now, because I don't know how to mute that word sort of thing. But you can check it out yourselves, guys. You know what I'm saying is true if you want to take the time to check it out. So like I said, check the videos, like the videos if you agree with the content, what I'm saying, so on that, and share it, and just help the other guys, because I desperately need it. And here I am now, guys. What should have been a few minute video is gone into an hour and 17 minutes here again. So on that note, guys, because I'm going to have a repeat of the other night again if I don't watch out, I'm going to clue it off for now. I finished watching what I'm watching here. And I'm going to have to delete a whole bunch of stuff off my computer here now to get the space to upload this one, and see if I can get this uploaded tonight here, guys. I don't know what thumbnail image I'm going to have for this here now, because I'm kind of all over the place what I'm talking about here, but that's what it is, guys. So I'm going to keep this up now. I'm going to keep these videos flowing. I'm going to try to get 2 videos out a month, one around the middle of the week, Wednesday if I can, and Saturday or Sunday or whatever, as much as I'm able to, and get into all this stuff. Like, I'm going to be constantly becoming aware of stuff online, guys. That's going to promote, push me to go in different directions for different videos, different stuff I want to talk about as I become aware of things myself, sort of thing. I understand there's issues now with the current peace deal with Hamas. Surprise, surprise. And they haven't been completely living up to their end of the bargain with some of the deceased hostages that they haven't got back, and wrong bodies and all the rest of it sort of thing. I understand that there's a possibility that they may refuse to disarm and all the rest of it sort of thing. But again, what's the mainstream media going to say? They're going to twist it around, aren't they? What are you fanatics out there that support the peace side without question? Without caring to check into the facts of the other side, what are you going to say? You're going to do your usual thing. You're going to twist it around and somehow blame it on Israel without giving an ounce of fucking solid proof to how Israel is derailing the peace process. You got friggin' 2,000 murderers released in order for poor Israel to get their few hostages back. You're not satisfied, all Israel asked was to get their hostages back and their deceased hostages, and to disarm Hamas and get Hamas out of that area, perfectly reasonable, as reasonable as anybody can get, If it was any other nation on earth, no one would say anything about it. Israel, they're being overly demanding, It's just madness, guys. It's just utter fucking freaking madness. Everyone take care. God bless. Yeah, and like I said, let's start working toward a more sensible, sane future here, guys, where we get past a lot of this craziness and all of that stuff. I get worked up. When I get worked up, it's hard for me to get stuff out coherently. I try my level best, but it's because, like, I'm passionate too, guys. I've got passion. I've got fire in me, sort of thing. And it's like there are times, like I said, I could go out and I could scream my freaking head off. And any person that says that, you know, that, oh, you support genocide and all the rest of it, honestly, God, forgive me for saying it, but I feel like pretty much slapping them in the face because it's such an insult. Because for me personally, that couldn't be further from the truth. You know, I don't support brainwashing. I don't support lies. You know, I don't support the twisting of truth. I don't support, you know, like people being so fanatical for one side that they completely ignore what's being done to the other side, sort of thing. There was a massive attack on Israel 2 years ago. You don't want to accept it. All the material is out there. You don't want to view it. Some of the worst butchering that was done during it, by that nothing has been done to the Gazan people by the IDF that compares to what was done to their own citizens on October 7th 2 years ago. But you won't acknowledge that. So, like, I don't have any respect for a side that carries on that way. All right, I don't. You can call me fanatical, you can call me blind if you want to, you know. You're going to anyway, because you're the ones that are brainwashing you and you can't see it, you know. And Israel has done nothing other than speak up for itself, defend itself. It finally has the ability to defend itself. And it's only doing what any nation on this planet would do to protect itself and protect its citizens, and to prevent itself from being annihilated from the face of the earth. That's all they're doing, guys. That's all they're doing. You know, and you guys twisting it the way you're twisting it is just, like I said, it's evil. It's just pure evil. Nothing more than that. Come on, take care, guys. God bless. Bye for now.